why are we even doing this course? Like, what is the real purpose? And, you know, evolution is in the title. That's a process. We are constantly evolving. We are constantly growing and learning and failing and learning from our failures and reflecting and pruning neurological pathways and laying down new neurological pathways and getting to a place where we can figure out who we are and how we know who we are. So commando crawling, you know, that's an important thing to happen. It really helps depress the rib cage. It helps to bring the sternum down and to elevate. So all the structures in the throat and the larynx and the neck can be lengthening. However, we just don't want to stay there in that phase long. We hope that maybe in prone, we're pushing up on our hands. We're getting all that kind of, I'll go over here. We're getting that kind of like rib internal rotation against the surface as we learn that, but we don't want to get stuck there because it's just a lot of extension when you're commando crawling. So just think about all these things. Look at her wrist extension range of motion, kind of lengthening. If she can get her fingers, I want you to hear her breathing. She's able to vocalize and breathe. She's looking around. She's looking straight ahead. She's crawling toward her mom. And then she's shifting into her left hip and she's reaching. So it affords this nice opportunity to move out of crawling. So watch her cadence, watch her arms. She's like she wants to get off that left leg as soon as possible. She's left hand only. I want to hear you, my sweetness. Balloon punch. Can you say it? What? I was trying to get her to vocalize loudly. Balloon punch. Her tongue might be too busy with the gum in. I don't know. She's chewing her gum. She's coming to the left. Left foot right down into the ground. Be tall, Annie. Can you be tall? Stand up as tall as you can. You went to her right. Did you see it? On your left foot. But I wanted her to just extend that left knee so she doesn't have to have surgery, but it's just really hard. Primitive reflexes. So she still has a little influence with her attention to her right side more than her left side. It's subtle. It's not like Annie or Zebby, but she never really did initiate that rolling motion and reaching across the middle and giving her body the opportunity to sense herself among the surface to help integrate that. So Ron had a great idea of putting a glove on one hand. When you put a glove on one hand, especially that left hand, it helps her sense her right leg. It's going to help her feel her glute max to try to push through it to get to her left ischial tuberosity. We talked about this yesterday when she's the little girl from the yellow outfit, where we had the pictures flipped, where she's reaching up to the right on her right sit bone versus reaching up to the left. She's not getting that left sit bone sense. So we're trying to go about that from a sensory perspective by changing the sense of her distal extremities, called her hands, and to give her a little bit more awareness of her right leg, right foot, right glute max, and getting her over to her left sit bone. I can push her there and try, but it could be helpful. It could be an opportunity for her to feel it, but it's not as meaningful as when she finds it herself. Do you have a glove on your hand? She's thinking about it. Do you have a glove on your hand? She goes back, comes forward. She's trying to figure it out. Is that a glove on your hand? It's bringing attention to her left world. She's pushing with her right leg from her right side over left sit bone just then. Yeah, she really shifted herself over. She's like, what is this? Like, otherwise she wouldn't necessarily be attending to it quite the same way, but you saw how it brought a awareness to both hemispheres of her body and allowed her an opportunity to sense the shift and sense the movement.